The closer the buildup gets, the more it seems that the island's concerns are being ignored. JIGPO's retired General David Bice addressed the media on the eve of the release of the Record of Decision. The conference with Bice was very limited, as he addressed questions for only 15 minutes. Even more limited were the answers that he gave, which were rather general and failed to provide any specific details to the questions that were asked.
We're looking at not only current issues, we're discussing the financing for the utilities, but we're also looking at next year's project. This is military projects to be built on DoD property. And so we're meeting and talking about next year's projects, and that those meetings continue throughout the year.
Bice did not provide details about who he was meeting with or what possible solutions have been explored to address the many concerns raised about the final environmental impact statement. It is this failure to address the details that has so many senators concerned. For an event that will have as big of an impact as the buildup, Guam's community and local leaders have had relatively little input. Their minimal input is not due to a lack of effort. The legislature has made strenuous efforts to be a part of the planning process, but so far their concerns remain unaddressed.
The issue at the heart of the process of the military buildup is mutual respect and fairness. The Department of Defense's actions from here on must reflect a good faith effort to work with the people of Guam. Our sons and daughters, our fathers and forefathers have sacrificed greatly over the past century in defense of American values. And we have earned the respect of the American family and the American military. At this point, we must defend the value of that sacrifice.
While Senator Tenorio seemed optimistic that the federal government will improve relations with local leaders, others were not so confident. Specific issues were cited to include the Pocket firing range, the dredging of Apra Harbor, and even the required infrastructure upgrades for our island. However, there is also the glaring issue of funding. As many projects have been planned behind the fence, little to this point has been said or done about improvements to the local civilian community and their infrastructure. While the need to upgrade has been recognized by both military and the community, Gov Guam has yet to see or receive any funding.
And when it comes down to, again, funding, there is no funding for all this. There has been no real dedication, no commitment from our federal government. There have been a lot of words, but as I said, as in the past, words are cheap. Let's see some real action, and I hope that going forward they will be really able to engage in a real partnership with our federal government and the Department of Defense in making sure that things happen. If not, we could be in for some very trying times.
If a mutually beneficial buildup is truly what the federal government is hoping for, there is still plenty of work ahead. While many have supported the buildup so far, it is clear that it should not come at the expense of Guam's land and its people. Keeping it local for Guam News Watch, I'm Chris Pinko.